Hi, folks. My name is Sarah Henshaw. I run a small nonprofit consulting firm called Leaves of Change Vermont. We are based in Vermont and work with emerging and small nonprofits here in the state, as well as small and emerging nonprofits globally. Over the past year, with the demise of USAID and other international development and humanitarian assistance frameworks, we have lost contact and client base. We were formed in 2019 and with the intention of being a little bit different from other consulting firms in two distinct ways. We blend both lived experience and a deep belief in relationships and trust building with international and global frameworks that are theoretical to help not emerging and small nonprofits find solutions so that they can deepen their impact. I don't focus on efficiency. I focus on deep impact, and they sometimes can be confused. And our second thing is we believe in mentoring the next generation of nonprofit leaders. One of the things that I've learned in my over 30 years of working with nonprofits around the world is that many nonprofit leaders are thrown into the position or are, passionate about an area and are given either frameworks and tools that are really based in a for-profit business, capitalistic and colonial mind frame and mindset, and said, go forth and try to make this work. And a lot of times it doesn't work, even though there's a need and even though there's a passion and even there's a great solution. And so it is with this in mind that I really have tried to provide a platform for emerging nonprofit leaders to get real life experience with nonprofits and kind of shape how they would work in the future as their own professional journey unfolds, as well as kind of create a network of nonprofit leaders to be peer-to-peer learning and peer-to-peer improving how they do the work. And lastly, there's so many systemic problems that are that nonprofits are facing before even the U.S. government's regime change that is completely destroying the nonprofit sector and all the good work and important work that is really needed for people to be thriving, for people to be surviving. Right now we are actively destroying. And so it's with that in mind that I'm kind of coming to this potential fellowship is, we have the opportunity to think about how do we incorporate AI into that type of work without violating our ethics, without violating our, with all the good work that we've done to try to break down bias and to support a global economy that isn't based on destruction of our environment, which even though it is. And so it was that in mind that I think this is a moment where we as women can come together and think about how do we build an AI infrastructure and a teaching and a narrative and a use that is actually constructive instead of destructive. And so that's what interests me in this particular um, fellowship opportunity. So I would love the opportunity to talk more. If not, I wish everybody the best, and I look forward to seeing what comes out of the fellowship.